Fascicle 13. Two wrong views that must be avoided. Among the wrong views not accepted in Buddhism are the two extremes of nihilism and eternalism. The first states that only the material world exists and denies rebirth or life after death, and the second contains elements such as faith in an eternal God who is the creator, ruler, and judge of the world. Both visions contradict the law of cause and effect or karma, as well as the Buddhist explanation of the world, and should not be followed by Buddhist disciples. Sons and daughters of true Dharma, do not be fooled by the nihilistic and materialistic teachings. No one is just body and matter. The body is the vehicle of consciousness arising from the karma of past lives. Our consciousness or mind stream is only carried by the body, covered by it, influenced and limited by it, but it is certainly not the body. The body resembles a machine that operates automatically if it is provided with sufficient fuel like food, water, and air. This machine has needs similar to any device or car that has to be sheltered from rain and other physical elements. This body is sustained by food and water. It is also washed and clothed, but nevertheless all of these things are not needed by the mind. Who can clothe his mind and give it water to drink? Then how could we say that only our bodies exist when we see that the mind is different from the body? The consciousness or mind stream permeates the body, attaches itself to it, and identifies with it, which is why we experience physical sensations of pain or pleasure. This consciousness is limited by the body, so that our vision becomes filtered by the eyes, ears, nose, and other parts of the body. After death, however, the mind stream, it is called mind stream because it changes constantly due to different desires and karmic impulses, is carried by another vehicle or body and continues its journey in different realms of existence. Only if you have faith in Amida Buddha can this unenlightened mind stream naturally and spontaneously turn into a Buddha, freed from birth and death. Fear of death arises from attachment to the body and identification with it. Life, in the general acceptance of the world, is the functioning of the body from birth to death. But this period when you have your present form and you are carried by this vehicle or body is only part of an endless change. So relax and do not let yourself be overwhelmed by the fear of death because of the materialistic visions that are so widespread today. Just look at your bodies carefully and you will realize that you are different from them. Sons and daughters of true Dharma, do not be fooled by the wrong views of eternalism that propagate the idea of an eternal God who is the creator and judge of the world. No one can be the creator of samsaric universes because samsara itself is the common dream of all unenlightened beings. If somebody was the creator of this world, it means that he is the only one guilty of all its evils and sufferings. Buddha, the supreme teacher, tells us that nothing appears without karma, and that we are born in a world that is the manifestation and effect of our actions and delusions. No one can say that he created this world unless he is filled with the sin of arrogance and megalomania. No one can be the supreme judge of samsaric beings because they automatically receive the effects of their own actions, thoughts, and words through the natural law of karma, that is, the law of cause and effect. Just like humans, other beings too are dominated by the desire for power. Many spirits or gods suffer from the need for attention, wanting to be revered and worshipped by others, thus creating religions to satisfy their evil egos. Because of this deluded desire, they fool people with miracles and false revelations in order to manipulate and exploit them. Having an imperialist mentality, they ask other beings to worship them and submit to them exclusively and unconditionally. These beings also lie by trying to convince others that they are the creators of the world and all beings. In this way, they make others depart from the correct teaching of karma as the origin of diversity of samsaric beings and realms of existence. By gathering other spirits around them, they create a retinue of subjected beings ready to serve their interests, with which they share the riches and benefits of their state of existence, acquired through the karma of other lives or the offerings of the believers who worship them. Some of these so-called supreme gods consume the vital essence of the blood of the victims sacrificed on their behalf, or the aromas offered in the houses of prayer dedicated to them. Ignorant people end up wanting to be born after death, close to these jealous and domineering spirits or deities, which sometimes happens because of karmic ties. But what they do not know is that the beings they worship are unenlightened and will die at some point, like any other deluded samsaric being, when the karma that propelled them to that state of existence is exhausted. Powerful celestial demons of illusions called Maras keep these spirits and deities under their control and maintain their dreams of grandeur, or they delude themselves because of their own mind obscurations. How pitiful is the fate of these deities and spirits who think they are all-powerful and creators of the world. What immense negative karma they accumulate by deceiving others. If they and their worshippers were to truly repent and turn their minds towards AMIDA DHARMA, then they would attain true happiness and deliverance. Disciples of the Buddha should never receive in their hearts any kind of unenlightened beings, especially those who consider themselves as supreme gods, rulers, creators, and judges of the world. They must not take refuge in them. Do not pray to them. Do not worship them. Do not make contracts with them. They should also not despise such beings, but wish them to repent and attain faith in Amida Buddha. There is indeed no one, no matter how evil or ignorant, that has not been at some point in the beginningless past our father or mother, and therefore we must try to look at them with compassion and to wish only what is good for them.